Hunter Biden condemned House Republicans' impeachment inquiry against his father and denied that President Biden was ever involved in any of his business dealings. That's according to transcripts of the younger Biden's closed-door testimony before the House Oversight Committee on Wednesday. During almost 7 hours of that testimony, a defiant Hunter Biden accused Republicans of a, quote, partisan political pursuit based on false conspiracy theories. White House correspondent Serena Marshall is in Washington with more.
Roughly 24 hours after that closed-door deposition ended, we're getting a peek inside what happened in that room. And it's clear there was contention on display, even without the prying eyes of the public. Hunter, defiant, combative, and oftentimes turning the questions around on lawmakers themselves, denying his father benefited in any way from his business dealings. Nearly 230 pages of questioning from the roughly 7-hour deposition. Lawmakers peppered him with inquiries into his relationship with his father, the Biden brand, his emails, and other forms of communication. At one point, he was asked, "Why would you place your dad on speakerphone?" An unidentified Republican staffer had questioned. "I'm surprised my dad hasn't called me right now," Hunter replied, "and if he did, I would put him on speakerphone to say hi to you, to Congressman Raskin, and to everybody else in the room. It is nothing nefarious, literally." Explaining that was just the kind of relationship they had, especially after the loss the family had experienced, saying if he called, you answered. But at no point did Hunter invoke his Fifth Amendment or not answer a question, even amid contentious back and forth with lawmakers like Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene or Matt Gaetz. During one testy exchange with Gaetz, he was asked, "Were you on drugs when you were on the Burisma board?" Hunter asking if he thought that was an appropriate question to ask, going on to say, "Of all the people sitting around this table, do you think that's appropriate to ask me?" Seemingly implying the ethical contradiction, given Gaetz himself has faced allegations of partying and reported drug use. Turning to his drugs as part of his answer, his lawyer said he didn't need to reply. Instead, Hunter saying, "I will answer it this way. I've been absolutely transparent. Again, I spoke to you at all earlier this morning about that, about my drug use, and I'm sorry, I'm an addict. I was an addict." Hunter's lawyers even chastising Republicans after the hearing, saying they wanted to focus more on Hunter's drug use than any questions surrounding their impeachment inquiry.
After 7 hours of questions, the Republican majority ends the day with where they started. They have produced no evidence that would do anything to support the notion that there was any financial transactions that involved Hunter with his father, period.
Democrats, meanwhile, try to use their time to turn the tables on former President Trump, asking if Hunter or his father ever operated a hotel where foreign nationals spent millions while he was in office, or employed anyone in the Oval Office, any direct family members. He also asked whether anyone in the family received 41 trademarks from China, seemingly referencing Ivanka Trump. Hunter invoking Jared Kushner at one point in part of his reply. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer, though, saying the interview proved several bits of our evidence that we've been conducting throughout this investigation, but that he had also heard contradictory statements that I think need further review between Biden and some of his business associates. He also said the next step in this would be a public hearing. However, no such hearing has yet to be scheduled. And even after that long deposition, Republicans still producing no concrete evidence that President Biden benefited from his family's foreign business dealings. Serena Marshall, Scripps News, Washington.